I am sure you know that Google came down hard on spam AI content this past March with a core update in order to clean up its search engines from, and I quote here, low-quality AI-generated content that's designed to attract clicks but that doesn't add much original value. This is leaving individuals and businesses scrambling to keep the coveted rankings that they've gained by spamming their way to the top of the SERPs. But gaming the system can never guarantee long-term success. This is terrible news for a lot of people, but it's fantastic news for you because you're about to witness a solution that creates unique, high-quality, AI-generated content that Google wants to rank. Just look at the results that we've gotten in recent days. This is awesome! We hooked up Blogi to one of our blogs to create new articles from scratch. In just 20 days, most of the articles we created with Blogi were getting ranked and generating real organic search traffic. You can see here the Search Console data shows a noticeable rise in impressions. And what's most impressive, these AI-generated articles started ranking during and after Google's AI crackdown that started with the latest core update in early March of this year. Now imagine if you could do this for local businesses or help those with suffering rankings regain their SEO traction. There's the opportunity to build a full-fledged blogging agency right now. Or how about claiming SERPs for hot niches, keywords, and affiliate products where others are failing because of Google's update? Even feed your own business with organic search traffic using AI-generated articles that Google likes. Whether you have a single blog in a micro niche or want to run an agency managing blogs for clients, the income earning opportunities are virtually limitless when there's a massive, permanent shift in a market like Google Search, but only if you're equipped with the right tools to give you the advantage that others simply don't have. Welcome to Blogi, an extremely powerful, smart AI article writer that automates blog and content marketing. What makes Blogi better than all the rest? It's the only AI writing tool on the market with multiple AIs working to create quality, unique content. You see, the vast majority of the AI-generated content is using ChatGPT, and this is what's causing the problem. The articles look the same, read the same, use very similar wording, and Google's not happy about it. Blogi is equipped with the best AI models to choose from so that you can create 100% unique, high-quality content. And even though with Blogi, content is king, this revolutionary app is loaded with helpful features to simplify and automate your content creation, giving you more time to concentrate on what you want outside of content creation. For example, give Blogi a topic and the keyword, and it will auto-generate and post high-quality articles based on your given criteria. And remember, these articles rank. As long as they are high-quality and helpful, Google has no problem ranking them, whether it's AI-generated or not. You could even ask Blogi to follow specific sites and blogs to detect the new content being posted. Blogi will see that content and can repurpose it for your own blog. Snap! Just like that, ensuring your blog is always up to date with the latest for whatever niche you are targeting. Choose how frequently or infrequently you want to post, anytime or all the time. Blogi will even create AI images based on the article topics and insert them into your posts. Let Blogi do the driving on autopilot for you, or switch to manual mode and use the AI writer to craft amazing articles in minutes. Blogi can handle it all and always gives you the best results. And I'm just scratching the surface on everything Blogi can do. It's all detailed in this fantastic demonstration.
Blogi AI Writer is meant to be set up once and it just works forever in the background posting your articles. To get started, click on Campaigns and create a new campaign. So you can give it a name. I've pre-filled it now. Let's start a recipe blog. This is my test blog URL. You will also need to create a login. This is the actual login to the WordPress blog. and you will need to create an application password. Once you've put in the application password correctly, then you can select whether you want the articles that Blogi generates to go to publish mode or draft mode. You can also put in some keywords that you want to target. So I have put in some keywords over here. Blogi will use these keywords to create related content, and of course it's gonna create content that targets these keywords. Once you're ready, click on plus, all these keywords are added, then click on next, and you can also follow some websites. So if you want to target a particular website and get all the latest content from it and post it to your blog, you could do so. For example, I can put in my mother's website. She is a popular food blogger, in fact. And then you need to put in the article selector. It's a CSS selector, and again it's a 1-minute process, and now any new article on this website will be posted to your blog after rewriting it. You can schedule how often you want your blog to be updated. You can select specific days of the week. For example, let's say you want an article on Sunday or Wednesday. It's quite a powerful scheduler. You can go as granular as a minute. You can select what writing model, what AI you want to use to write these articles, and we've got quite a bunch, some of the best AI models around. And you can also select the language in which you want to produce the articles. You can further qualify the kind of content you want. You can put in some style, maybe even put in a style sample, the personality of the writer. And if you want to create images, just click yes, and Blogi will read the article by itself and create an image appropriate. And finally, if you want to have really high quality rewrites, use rewrite para by para. It creates more original and authentic articles. You can select the number of words you want to target. So if you want to target 1200 words, for example, select that and you will get that many words. So I've put in all this info. I've selected the personality, and I'm ready to go to the next step. If you want to promote a particular product or have a call to action inside the article, just put it in the footer. Here is the footer right over here. And if you want to promote certain links inside the article, that's doable. Just put in the link text over here and put in the links to promote. So if you want to create affiliate blogs, you want to promote affiliate articles, or you want to promote your own products, all of that is possible with Blogi. And if you're rewriting an article online from a website online, you can choose whether to remove the links from the original source or keep them. Click on next. You can choose to be notified, then you can come back, see the articles if you want to modify it or delete it, and you can also be notified when the article is published, your campaign is created, and that's all you need to do to activate your Blogi. Blogi can also rewrite your articles. Just paste your original content here, select the campaign, then select the model and select whether you want to rewrite para by para, and click on rewrite now. And here we have the rewritten article with a new title, all the content and image, and all the SEO done for you. You can either download the article or you can publish it directly to your blog. We also have a manual writer. Again, you can select a few settings. I put in the topic and some keywords. Click on next and your new article will be written. And here we have an all new article that you can modify on the fly. For example, let's take this paragraph. If you want to rewrite it, expand it, or make an image for it, you can do that in just a few seconds. Let me just rewrite this para. Click on this button and you have the rewritten para right over here, and clicking this button will replace it. And you can also create an image. Let's just create an image for this one, and you got a beautiful image over here. No matter whether you want to use the automatic writer or you want to write an article manually, Blogi makes it easy.
So are you ready to be one of the lucky ones who can use Google's content crackdown to your advantage by utilizing everything that Blogi offers? Well, an app this powerful that solves such a massive problem in such an enormous market, it's a golden ticket. The doors that Blogi opens are virtually limitless for your personal blogging and content ranking endeavors, but also for potential clients desperate for organic search engine traffic. It's not very often that you have the stars aligned quite like this. And guess what? It's all available at a low one-time investment. Do not pass up this opportunity to continue to utilize AI to gain traction in the SERPs. decrease your workload, increase your quality, boost traffic, and ultimately gain leads and sales for virtually every niche imaginable. Get Blogi, the smart AI article writer and auto blogger today before this deal ceases to exist. Thank you for your time checking out Blogi, and we'll see you on the inside.
Alright guys, I'm logged in into Blogi and this is the dashboard. This is the first screen you see with some helpful information. There is a set of tutorials. If you want to know how it works, you can watch the tutorials too. Below that, we have some graphs which tell you how many articles were created each day and how many of them were posted. For example, on 18th Feb, one article was written and it was in draft mode, so you can exactly see what Blogi has been doing for you. Below that, you can see all the recent articles that were created and their status. And if you want to view them, you can take a look at them and see how they are working. For example, if you want to take a look at this article, now this is not in English. From what I can tell, it looks like Turkish. Blogi does support multiple languages. You can write your articles in any language. But let's go back and let's pick up an English language article. So this is an English language article. And Blocky has done all the work to generate this article, including the headline, and it's even generated the image based on the content that it's written. It has created the image too, and the image will be posted alongside your article. So all of this is neatly laid out. You can see that this was a recipe, so even the ingredients are in a separate section, just like you would want to post in your recipe blog. All the details are here. Now, the best thing is Blocky just doesn't write the articles, it also does the SEO. So once you scroll down, you will notice that you've got the meta description neatly written. You've got keywords all neatly selected out. It's studied the article and found the keywords that you should be targeting. You've got tags. It's even picked out categories and created a slug for the article and also picked out an excerpt. So your article will be posted with all SEO work done. You don't need to do a single thing. Let me show you how easy it is to set this up. Go into campaigns. Now I have a bunch of campaigns already there. You can create a new campaign by clicking on add campaign, and this is where you put in all the data. So you can give it a name and give it a topic. So I'm selecting recipes. Now you have to connect your blog and it's a very easy process. Go into the admin of your WordPress blog, click on users, select the user that you want to use for this, then scroll to the bottom and then create a new application password, give it any name, then click on add new application password, select the password, come back and you can paste it over here. The login name is same as your username, which is Cyril Gupta in my particular blog. So I will write my name here and then the blog URL. So you'll just grab the URL without any other directory and that's it. And you can also decide whether you want to post your posts to the blog in publish or draft mode and also select some keywords. So Blogi will try to center the content around these keywords. You can use as many as you want, use 5 or 15, it doesn't matter. When you're ready, click next. Next, Blogi lets you actually connect a source website to your blog. So if there are other websites that you want to get content from, you can connect them to Blogi and Blogi will find the latest articles from those websites, rewrite them, make sure they pass copyscape and post them to your website. Let me show you how it's done. So I have another website over here. It's a recipe website that's open and I want Blogi to get the content from that website and use it as a source material from my website. So I'm going to open one of the articles there, then right click on inspect. This will open the browser developer tools. Then click on this little tool over here and then select the actual article. So here you can see I'm not selecting the entire website or any other section. I'm selecting the actual article section with all content just like this. And then whichever element is highlighted, right click on it and click on copy selector. Come back to Blogi, put the article selector over here and then put the article main page in this box. Click on plus and Blogi will already get some articles from the website and show you if you want to publish any of those articles, you can do that by checking on this. All the future posts will be picked up from this blog. Whenever you're ready, just click on add And the next step is you can actually add more sources if you want. Click on next and you can select how often you want to update your blog. Blogi gives you absolute control. You can select even the months that you want to update, the exact days. Let's say you want to update the blog every day or every third day or fourth day, that's possible. Or if you want to update your blog on specific days, let's say Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you want a post to come up on your blog, that's possible. You could even choose specific days of the month and even choose the time. So if you want to have the posts come up on every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5 a.m., you could do that. So that gives you absolute control over how often you want to update your blog. And once you're satisfied with this, click on next and you can do some AI tuning. You can select the AI model that you want to use to write your article, and Blogi gives you quite a bunch. And this list is growing continuously. For example, let's say if you want to use GPT 3.5, that's possible. You can select the language that you want to write the article in, and this gives you a capability to even have the source material, for example, in English, and have your target blog come up in Chinese or Croatian or whatever language you want. For this particular instance, let's choose English. And according to the AI you choose, of course, the languages will change too. So you will have the correct option for every AI. And you can also put in the style that you want your articles to adopt. So if you want it to be comic, that's possible. Casual and friendly, absolutely. Or if you want it to be more academic, you can put in anything you want. So if you wanted to emulate a certain style, let's say like the Gettysburg Address, you can put in anything that you want. So in this particular instance, I will write casual and friendly. And then you can also put in your style sample. So if you want Blogi to emulate your style sample, maybe you've written some articles already and you want it to be similar to that, you can just grab like a bunch of paragraphs, 6 or 7 paragraphs from your content which best represent you, put it in there, and Blogi will try to emulate that style. Next, you can also give it a personality. So something like 35-year-old male chef, whatever you want to write, you can put in here, and Blogi will try to put glimpses of that personality in the content that you create. Now, like earlier, Blogi can create images too for your content. So if you tick mark that, Blogi will create the images. And if you're taking content as a source from other websites, you can choose to rewrite each paragraph para by para, and that will create an article which is more closer to the original source. But of course, that will take a little more credits, but this is more control for you. You can also decide how long you want your articles to be. So 1200 is a pretty good length. If you want to go shorter or longer, Blogi gives you that capability. And we have created a special algorithm based on customer feedback, which is called the smart mode. And the smart mode actually does multi-pass AI writing to create articles that are even more unique, even more higher quality, and adhering to the word count. So if you want to use that, you can do that too. Click on next. And this is where you set up the promotion information for your blog. So you can set up a footer text, something like subscribe to my list to get more updates. You can put any information, maybe put affiliate links or whatever you want here. And you can ask Blogi to rewrite it each time. So Blogi will use AI to rewrite the footer each time so that no two articles are same. Next, you can also promote links inside the article. So you can add as many links as you want, put in a link test, for example, like technikforce.com, and put in the link you want to promote. Click on plus and you can add multiple links. Whenever Blogi writes an article, it will try to use one or some of those links inside the article. And if you're rewriting another person's article, another person's website, you can choose to either retain the links in the original article that you get, or you can choose to replace them or just eliminate them. It's totally on you. And you can also choose how many articles you want to keep ready at any point of time. Click on next, and then you can choose to be notified by email whenever Blogi takes some action. Like whenever an article is written, you can choose to be notified. You will get an email which will have a link to the article. You can just click on the link, see the article, make sure that's something you like, and if you want to modify, you can do that. And you can also be notified when the article goes live on your blog. So if you do that, you will get an email which has a link to the published article, and you can click on that link and see the article on your website. You can also choose what email you want to be notified on. And if you don't choose anything, Blogi is going to just send the email to the email that you signed up with. Click finish, and that's it. Your campaign is created. Blogi will start publishing articles to your website on your schedule. And that's not the end of the story though. Blogi also gives you some powerful tools in case you want to do some AI writing yourself. So there is a rewriter. You can put in any text. You can just select the campaign to just maintain the style and other instructions. You can select which AI you want to write with. So if you want to write with GPT-3.5 or Cloud 2 or any other AI, it's totally on you. And you can decide whether you want to rewrite this para by para or not, and click on rewrite now. In just a few seconds, Blogi will ready your article. And here we have your rewritten article with the headline, with the image, beautiful image generated. All the sections are here. Even the SEO work is already done. You can publish the article right away, or if you want to copy it over, you can copy it section by section or the entire article and put it on your blog. Now, those of you who want to use AI as a writing tool to manually rewrite, Blogi has a manual rewriter too, which is very powerful. Again, choose the campaign you want to work on, choose the AI you want to use, choose the language that you want to create the blog in, choose any topic that you want to write on, choose the style, choose the keyword if you want to put in any, and then click on next. And Blogi will write a new article for you as your starting point in just a few seconds. So here's your funny article about nuclear research ethics. It's a great starting point for you. If you want to change anything, it's easy. Click on the text. Like here, you can either type yourself if you want, or you could use AI again. We've got tools to rewrite this particular paragraph. For instance, click on this. It will automatically rewrite the paragraph and put it here. You can check it. If it's something that you agree with, click on the replace button and it will be, the text here will be replaced. You can even expand text if you want. For example, let's say you divided it further into smaller paragraphs and for some reason you wanted to expand this line, you can click on the expand button and it will be done. Or if you want to create an image based on this, for example, let's see this text and you want to create an image based on this text, click on the image generator and you will have a new image created. Here we have a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles talking about science and ethics. What a great image, guys. So this is a great way to create your article. You can modify anything. You can use AI to write sections, and you can use AI as a great writing assistant, creating great illustrations. And then you can publish the article right away to your blog, or you can add it to the publishing queue. And this is how easy it is to set up an automated or even person run blog with Blogi. You can go fully automated if you want, or if you want to use AI to write articles manually, both are possible. Now, if you are somebody who's got the reseller account, you can even give other people access to Blogi. So that depends on your access. And this concludes the demo. I hope you like Blogi, and I will see you on the other side.
It's Todd Gross here. Thank you very much for coming on in. I am here with Cyril Gupta. We are going to give you quite a lesson on auto blogging today, and I thank you all for your enthusiasm and for joining. Let's go. We have a special opportunity for everyone here today to start building up their blogs and gain more traction and rank higher on Google. That's right. Now, all of this is automated, meaning you won't actually have to do any of the normal grunt work associated with running a blog. And now happens to be the perfect time to take your blogs to the next level. And this is the whole key. You've been probably hearing about that. We've been talking about how there's a Google hammer coming down. And it's about time, and I'm sure that you anticipated it, because Google is certainly opening up spots for folks like us that can basically be filled by your blogs. That means that your blogs could be ranking in top spots without needing to lift a finger. Now, can you guess why those top spots are opening up? If anybody could just guess. That's right. Jens Larson. Absolutely right. Daryl right. TK right. Brian right. So many of you are getting it now. It's because other folks are getting deranked because they're using the same AI as everyone else. Now, that is opening up a huge opportunity for the rest of us if you know what you're doing. So, Google is deranking AI content. Other people's blogs are out, but not all AI blogs. There's still a way to get around, well, not get around it, but to actually, manifest the great stuff. And that is because Google is deranking the low quality AI content. So you're not doing anything sneaky or anything, you're just giving Google what it wants. And the way to do that is to not necessarily just get stuck on using ChatGPT, GPT 3.5, GPT 4, the upcoming GPT 5. All of that stuff is what everyone else is using. Now, you could see that that's a problem. That leads to unoriginal and repetitive content that Google happens to be now deranking, and they started doing this in March in a very, very big way. So can you see what kind of huge opportunity that opens up for the rest of us? Sue says yes. Bill says absolutely. Yeah. Blogi, you see, gives you access to not one more or five more, but in today's special offer here today, we're talking about 17 different AI models, each and every one of them unique, and each and every one of them as good as GPT, which means your content will be unique, high quality, and absolutely loved by Google's SEO. It's sort of like if you gave a project to just one person to keep writing over and over again for you, it would be kind of, repetitive. But if you had 17 brains working for you, then you can, of course, mix it up and you'll always seem unique. Plus, more A models in addition to the 17 will be added to Blogi as they are released so that you will always have access to the newest and best content generation AIs. And remember, this isn't just AI models that give you an answer. This actually writes the blog content for you and so much more, which we'll get to in just a moment. All right, so Blogi helps your eat, so to speak. It's not eating like you're hungry and you have to have a snack. It's a Google approved actual way that they determine what's the great stuff and what's not as great. So the experience is one of the E's. Firsthand knowledge on the information, the expertise, the subject matter, familiarity, the authoritativeness that is getting in your blog, and the trustworthiness, the transparency and reliability across the entire website experience. Blogi actually automates the process of getting all those things going for you. That's right. Blogi is the first multi-AI smart writer that creates that kind of high quality content and automatically posts to your blogs. Whether it's affiliate marketing, helping local businesses, running your own agency, or hobby blogging, Blogi has you covered. Now, I want to go over some of the key features of Blogi. And in a moment, I'm going to call in Cyril to help me explain this because it's just unbelievable stuff. First, this auto blogger writes fresh content on any topic from scratch. But what it also does is it tracks and rewrites trending content online. So it finds the stuff that's hot, it goes to the other blogs, but then it rewrites it for you. Then it SEO optimizes that, and then it creates images on top of that and inserts it into your blog, and then it automatically posts. Now, Blogi makes blogging simple where you never have to write a blog again by doing all those steps. Cyril, you're the mastermind behind this. Would you mind coming on and explaining? It's so important that folks understand everything that Blogi does. And I just listed it, and I'm going to even go over it again in a few minutes. But if you could just
Absolutely.
explain that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Todd, for that wonderful introduction early on. And I just want to say we've been working together for 10 plus years. I had the privilege of working with you, starting off with you when I was very new to this industry, to internet marketing software, and definitely learned a lot from you. So that out of the way, guys, Todd has done a great job of telling you about the key features of the products, the basic, the powerful features that actually take it to the top and help you rank in a situation where a lot of AI content is getting deranked. And I'm going to explain why this happens. So there was a question earlier from one of our attendees, and the question was, how is Blogi different than other AI software? So the first thing, guys, I want you to know that I also do a lot of blogging. I have actually over 20 blogs where I write about IM and marketing and all of those other things, because I drive a lot of traffic to my own websites through organic marketing. So Blogi is something that I built not just for you. It was my dream product that I built first for myself, tested it, made it work, and then I introduced it to the rest of the market. So let me talk about these features. Let me tell you why they're so important. First thing, whenever you're using an AI writer, you are going to have a big problem if you're using only one AI, like Todd pointed out, if you're using only ChatGPT, because it's like having a single brain and having about 75,000 or maybe a million people tapping that brain and using it to write your content. Now imagine if J.K. Rowling was writing everybody's articles, every ebook or every storybook. You know how that will work out. Now she's a great author, but if she was writing for everyone, the content would be repetitive very soon, and nobody would want to read it anymore. So the first thing I wanted to do here was give you access to all the good AIs. So Blogi has access to GPT, of course, but it has also other AIs that are just as important and different, so that when you write from those AIs, you get a new perspective to things, you get new ideas that GPT won't give you, no matter how much prompting you do, no matter what kind of prompt magician you become. So that's the most important thing. Now, the first thing it does is it not only writes good quality articles, but it takes blogging off your hands. Now, I was talking to another top marketer who's working with Blogi, who's using Blogi now for his own blogs too, and he gave me this very nice summation of everything. Never write an article again. Never write a single blog article again. So I really love that. Perfect summation. And I gotta say this here, you can do everything with Blogi that you were doing manually, or you were paying writers for maybe even hundreds of dollars. And I see Tim Verdu, actually he's on the call right now. So Tim Verdu is that guy. So glad to have you here, Tim. All right, so you don't need to do anything manually. First thing, Blogi can write articles from scratch. All you need to give it is a topic, and that topic can be as broad as a niche. You can, for example, tell it, hey, write articles on gardening, and Blogi will write all sorts of new articles, new ideas on that topic all day, every day, without you having to do anything manually. Then, second feature that Todd pointed out, you can actually pick out the market leaders in your niche. Let's say you are running a blog on gardening, and you don't need to come up with new trending topics all the time by yourself, and not even AI can do it. But you can actually, what you can do is you can just pick out the top bloggers in your niche, put Blogi on them, and whenever they create a new content, whenever they write a new article, Blog is going to go to the website, study that article, repurpose it, rewrite it, and create a new article for your website. So no matter whether the AI was trained 5 years ago or 10 years ago, it will never be stale, because you will always have the latest trending content on your blog. So that's a really smart thing that I built in there. Now the next thing, SEO optimization is very important. Now, if you have a writer who will write the article, that's not the entire job. That's not everything you need to run the blog. You need to actually optimize the article. You need to put it on the web, on the blog, and then it will start ranking. In Blogi, I take care of everything. So it's gonna take the article, it's gonna create the keywords, it's gonna pick out the categories, It's going to create the image for the article. It's going to do the meta description. It's going to do everything that's required to get your article ranking. And then it's going to publish your article to your blog. So you don't even have to do the job of copy pasting and hitting that publish button. It just does everything on autopilot, right from creating the article to publishing it. So pretty much you can set up the campaign, hit that button, and just forget about it. Relax. Blog is going to take care of the blog. That's about it for this particular uh, you know uh, slide. Todd, over to you. Take over, please.
All right. Thank you, Cyril. That was great. Did you hear the passion in Cyril's voice about his baby here? I mean, this is a top piece of software. Let's hear what other people have also said about Blogi, because we have been beta testing it for the last 2 or 3 months now. Now, from the moment I started using Blogi, says Luke, I was blown away by its intuitive interface and powerful features. The incredible tool takes the hassle out of content creation, allowing me to focus on what truly matters, crafting engaging and high-quality articles for my audience. Gabriel says, I bought it to help me save time, and it works very well. I like it because it has more than one AI to choose from, and that makes unique and multilingual content. You just have to tell it what to do once, and it will write, create images, and publish on your blog. It's the best assistant you could have. Now, Jeffrey says, I have been truly impressed with the ease with which I can now create and manage relevant blogs for my website. This transformational tool has not only simplified my workflow, but has also empowered me to enhance my online presence with engaging content. And Rodney says, blogging should be an absolute no-brainer if you do any kind of content creation. So if you want to create content that ranks and makes the front page of Google, then grab Blogi right now. Now, Cyril, we're going to show this again later, but I'm so excited we were able to get this in that if you could just come back and briefly explain what we're looking at here in terms of Nikhil's results.
Absolutely, Todd. So the first thing I want to tell you guys again, all the results that you see from the people who used Blogi earlier, they were a part of my beta group. They are a part of my core audience, and they've been using Blogi for a while now, and the results are fantastic. There's so many people who've come to me and told me Blogi was able to help them rank higher, and it was able to generate content that they didn't need to look at all and still get the ranking. So that out of the way, we just were not satisfied with what other people could do. So we decided to run an experiment, and we got Nikhil, a young budding blogger, very talented guy, to set up a blog from scratch. And what he did was he took a topic, he set up a blog from scratch, absolutely coming in with no previous existence. This was a zero authority blog just set up a couple of months ago to get Blogi and show what we could achieve with Blogi running things on autopilot. And he ranked so many keywords on the front page of Google. We have the traffic right there growing from zero to, it just keeps growing. And I'm sure that in a few months time, he doesn't really actively manage the blog. He's gonna have a very successful monetized blog. So that way we were able to prove, not just through our audience who were already using Blogi, but even as a team, what we can achieve with Blogi starting from zero. So again, guys, this is a zero authority blog, not in existence from before. It was established just to test Blogi, and we have so many different keywords on the front page of Google. And as Todd said, we have a video later where we'll show you.
Yeah, and he's actually going to come back, Nikhil, and he's going to, we recorded him at the last minute where he actually describes what he had done, which is great. All right, so folks, would you like to see a demo of the inside? Because remember, Cyril did do a demo just beforehand, and it's only 12 minutes long, and it'll show you the inside and how easy this is. Let me just see if you guys want to see it. All right, so I'm going to just load it on here, and I'm going to make this as big as I can. I'm going to put the microphone over here so you can hear it. And this Cyril did just a few moments ago to show you the inside and how it works.
All right, guys, I'm logged in into Blogi, and this is the dashboard. This is the first screen you see with some helpful information. There is a set of tutorials. If you want to know how it works, you can watch the tutorials too. Below that, we have some graphs which tell you how many articles were created each day and how many of them were posted. For example, on 18th Feb, one article was written and it was in draft mode, so you can exactly see what Blogi has been doing for you. Below that, you can see all the recent articles that were created and their status. And if you want to view them, you can take a look at them and see how they are working. For example, if you want to take a look at this article, now this is not in English. From what I can tell, it looks like Turkish. Blogi does support multiple languages. You can write your articles in any language. But let's go back and let's pick up an English language article. So this is an English language article. And Blocky has done all the work to generate this article, including the headline. And it's even generated the image based on the content that it's written. It has created the image too, and the image will be posted alongside your article. So all of this is neatly laid out. You can see that this was a recipe. So even the ingredients are in a separate section, just like you would want to post in your recipe blog. All the details are here. Now, the best thing is Blocky just doesn't write the articles, it also does the SEO. So once you scroll down, you will notice that you've got the meta description neatly written. You've got keywords all neatly selected out. It's studied the article and found the keywords that you should be targeting. You've got tags. It's even picked out categories and created a slug for the article and also picked out an excerpt. So your article will be posted with all SEO work done. You don't need to do a single thing. Let me show you how easy it is to set this up. Go into campaigns. Now I have a bunch of campaigns already there. You can create a new campaign by clicking on add campaign, and this is where you put in all the data. So you can give it a name and give it a topic. So I'm selecting recipes. Now you have to connect your blog, and it's a very easy process. Go into the admin of your WordPress blog, click on users, select the user that you want to use for this, then scroll to the bottom and then create a new application password, give it any name, then click on add new application password, select the password, come back, and you can paste it over here. The login name is same as your username, which is Cyril Gupta in my particular blog. So I will write my name here and then the blog URL. So you just grab the URL without any other directory, and that's it. And you can also decide whether you want to post your posts to the blog in publish or draft mode, and also select some keyword. So Blogi will try to center the content around these keywords. You can use as many as you want, use 5 or 15, it doesn't matter. When you're ready, click next. Next, Blogi lets you actually connect a source website to your blog. So if there are other websites that you want to get content from, you can connect them to Blogi, and Blogi will find the latest articles from those websites, rewrite them, make sure they pass copyscape, and post them to your website. Let me show you how it's done. So I have another website over here. It's a recipe website that's open, and I want Blogi to get the content from that website and use it as a source material from my website. So I'm going to open one of the articles there, then right click, click on inspect. This will open the browser developer tools. Then click on this little tool over here and then select the actual article. So here you can see I'm not selecting the entire website or any other section. I'm selecting the actual article section with all content just like this. And then whichever element is highlighted, right click on it and click on copy, copy selector, come back to Blogi, put the article selector over here, and then put the article main page in this box. Click on plus, and Blogi will already get some articles from the website and show you if you want to publish any of those articles, you can do that by checking on this. All the future posts will be picked up from this blog. Whenever you're ready, just click on add, and the next step is you can actually add more sources if you want. Click on next and you can select how often you want to update your blog. Blogi gives you absolute control. You can select even the months that you want to update, the exact days. Let's say you want to update the blog every day or every third day or fourth day. That's possible. Or if you want to update your blog on specific days, let's say Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you want a post to come up on your blog, that's possible. You could even choose specific days of the month and even choose the time. So if you want to have the posts come up on every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5 a.m., you could do that. So that gives you absolute control over how often you want to update your blog. And once you're satisfied with this, click on next and you can do some AI tuning. You can select the AI model that you want to use to write your article, and Blogi gives you quite a bunch. And this list is growing continuously. For example, let's say if you want to use GPT 3.5, that's possible. You can select the language that you want to write the article in, and this gives you a capability to even have the source material, for example, in English, and have your target blog come up in Chinese or Croatian or whatever language you want. For this particular instance, let's choose English. And according to the AI you choose, of course, the languages will change too. So you will have the correct option for every AI. And you can also put in the style that you want your articles to adopt. So if you want it to be comic, that's possible. Casual and friendly, absolutely. Or if you want it to be more academic, you can put in anything you want. So if you want it to emulate a certain style, let's say like the Gettysburg Address, you can put in anything that you want. So in this particular instance, I will write casual and friendly. And then you can also put in your style sample. So if you want Blogi to emulate your style sample, maybe you've written some articles already and you want it to be similar to that, you can just grab like a bunch of paragraphs, 6 or 7 paragraphs from your content which best represent you, put it in there, and Blogi will try to emulate that style. Next, you can also give it a personality. So something like 35-year-old male chef, whatever you want to write, you can put in here, and Blogi will try to put glimpses of that personality in the content that you create. Now, like earlier, Blogi can create images too for your content. So if you tick mark that, Blogi will create the images. And if you're taking content as a source from other websites, you can choose to rewrite each paragraph para by para, and that will create an article which is more closer to the original source. But of course, that will take a little more credits, but this is more control for you. You can also decide how long you want your articles to be. So 1200 is a pretty good length. If you want to go shorter or longer, Blogi gives you that capability. And we have created a special algorithm based on customer feedback, which is called the smart mode. And the smart mode actually does multi-pass AI writing to create articles that are even more unique, even more higher quality, and adhering to the word count. So if you want to use that, you can do that too. Click on next. And this is where you set up the promotion information for your blog. So you can set up a footer text, something like subscribe to my list to get more updates. You can put any information, maybe put affiliate links or whatever you want here. And you can ask Blogi to rewrite it each time. So Blogi will use AI to rewrite the footer each time so that no two articles are same. Next, you can also promote links inside the article. So you can add as many links as you want, put in a link test, for example, like TEKNIKFORCE.com, and put in the link you want to promote. Click on plus and you can add multiple links. Whenever Blogi writes an article, it will try to use one or some of those links inside the article. And if you're rewriting another person's article, another person's website, you can choose to either retain the links in the original article that you get, or you can choose to replace them or just eliminate them. It's totally on you. And you can also choose how many articles you want to keep ready at any point of time. Click on next, and then you can choose to be notified by email whenever Blogi takes some action. Like whenever an article is written, you can choose to be notified. You will get an email which will have a link to the article. You can just click on the link, see the article, make sure that's something you like, and if you want to modify, you can do that. And you can also be notified when the article goes live on your blog. So if you do that, you will get an email which has a link to the published article, and you can click on that link and see the article on your website. You can also choose what email you want to be notified on. And if you don't choose anything, Blogi is going to just send the email to the email that you signed up with. Click finish, and that's it. Your campaign is created. Blogi will start publishing articles to your website on your schedule. And that's not the end of the story though. Blogi also gives you some powerful tools in case you want to do some AI writing yourself. So there is a rewriter You can put in any text. You can just select the campaign to just maintain the style and other instructions. You can select which AI you want to write with. So if you want to write with GPT-3.5 or Cloud 2 or any other AI, it's totally on you. And you can decide whether you want to rewrite this para by para or not, and click on rewrite now. In just a few seconds, Blogi will ready your article. And here we have your rewritten article with the headline, with the image, beautiful image generated. All the sections are here. Even the SEO work is already done. You can publish the article right away, or if you want to copy it over, you can copy it section by section or the entire article and put it on your blog. Now, those of you who want to use AI as a writing tool to manually rewrite, Blogi has a manual rewriter too, which is very powerful. Again, choose the campaign you want to work on, choose the AI you want to use, choose the language that you want to create the blog in, choose any topic that you want to write on, choose the style, choose the keywords if you want to put in any, and then click on next. And Blogi will write a new article for you as your starting point in just a few seconds. So here's your funny article about nuclear research ethics. It's a great starting point for you. If you want to change anything, it's easy. Click on the text. Like here, you can either type yourself if you want, or you could use AI again. We've got tools to rewrite this particular paragraph. For instance, click on this. It will automatically rewrite the paragraph and put it here. You can check it. If it's something that you agree with, click on the replace button and it will be, the text here will be replaced. You can even expand text if you want. For example, let's say you divided it further into smaller paragraphs, and for some reason you wanted to expand this line, you can click on the expand button and it will be done. Or if you want to create an image based on this, for example, let's see this text and you want to create an image based on this text, click on the image generator and you will have a new image created. Here we have a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles talking about science and ethics. What a great image, guys. So this is a great way to create your article. You can modify anything. You can use AI to write sections, and you can use AI as a great writing assistant, creating great illustrations. And then you can publish the article right away to your blog, or you can add it to the publishing queue. And this is how easy it is to set up an automated or even person-run blog with Blogi. You can go fully automated if you want, or if you want to use AI to write articles manually, both are possible. Now, if you are somebody who's got the reseller account, you can even give other people access to Blogi. So that depends on your access. And this concludes the demo. I hope you like Blogi, and I will see you on the other side.
All right, Cyril, my goodness, you did such a great job with that. Yeah, I find that so important, the ability to be able to put those images in there like that. That was just, the kicker. I recently, as a matter of fact, needed images, AI created images for the eclipse that just happened. Here's an example of something that I was able to come out with AI, just like what you showed just now, just showing, imagine, putting that in the blog. If you were doing a blog about the eclipse as an example, that looked better than actually the images that came out of the eclipse for real. So blogging can do any niche, such as a hobby niche like that I just showed you, or a science niche. You could use it for tech. You could use it for affiliate marketing. You could use it for cooking. There's a lot of cooking blogs. Gardening, there's tons of those. Politics, that's such a hot topic. Gaming, of course, has always been hot. Pets has been the number one. Family, whatever else you could think of, you can make a blog for, but especially think about it not just for yourself, but for the clients that you work for, okay? And remember, it really is all about the quality and the uniqueness, right? Because Blogi, gives you several things. It gives you access to the best AIs on the market, number one. And we're not talking about, when you're doing this, you're getting all these AIs, without having to pay for them. You're getting all of them, and then you could choose from whichever you'd like. But not only can you access the best AI models out there, you can also track the other blogs about your subject matter and rewrite them, keeping you on the cutting edge of whatever's trending in your niche. Now, Cyril, for the next couple of slides, I just want to bring you back for a moment because you had mentioned something in the interview with Tim the other day that I noticed, and with Brett. And in that, you mentioned this very specific site that you suggested would be something that you can follow, and that then you can take that content as they post the latest stuff, then you can post the latest stuff. What was that particular site?
Absolutely. It's actually not a site, Todd. This is a feature in blogging. So here's the problem with all AIs, and this is a problem with every single AI writer. Now, anytime you go to an AI writer and you ask it to write some content, it pulls through its database, its knowledge base, and that AI is typically about 2 years old. For example, ChatGPT is like trained around 2022, so it just doesn't know about whatever is new in the world. The best it can do is pull search and sometimes give you some basic ideas, but that's not how a blog is supposed to run. Now, let's say I was writing a blog on maybe current news or maybe any other trending topic that's relevant that keeps changing. I just can go to AI and expect to get new content. So in Blogi, I built a feature using which you can target any website. For example, you could go to BBC, put Blogi on BBC, and then any new article that comes up on BBC would be rewritten for your website, and you could pick up any niche like that, news, trending, or whatever you have in your mind, maybe technology, and get the latest content to your blogs without having to come up with the ideas yourself. So here's the thing: you could pick out the best bloggers in your industry, maybe tech, follow them, get the content that they are talking about on your blog, always benefit from their research. That's the idea, not having to do a lot of manual work.
Wow. So I think you said TechCrunch or something like that as an example. Going to another site where
Absolutely.
there's
TechCrunch is another example. If you are looking for technology information, for example, TechCrunch has the latest information, but it works for every niche, not just technology. But you can go crazy, think about any niche, pick up the market leader in that niche, and just benefit from their research and their content.
that's amazing. That is really amazing. So you're following some other market leader in your niche, and then as they post the stuff, I mean, it's just you guys, is it running through your imagination, guys, what you could do with that? Now, not only does it write the content, but it fully SEO optimizes it. So I asked Cyril personally, I said, well, what do you mean in terms of SEO optimized? What specifically does it do? And he came out with technical answers that I barely understood that sounded great. Cyril, can you tell us again the specific steps it uses to do the SEO ranking?
Yes, Todd, definitely so. And it's not hopefully very technical. I hope everybody can follow me. Here's the thing: whenever you write an article, like I said earlier, that's not the end of the story. Now, you need to give Google the right signal so that it can understand what the article is about, so that the search engine can actually rank you for relevant terms. So Blogi, you can feed some keywords, for example, to Blogi, and then Blogi will feature those keywords in your articles. So if you have some keywords in mind that you want to rank for, you can tell Blogi, hey, work on those. And Blogi will take those keywords whenever it writes a new article. It will look at those keywords, pick up a bunch of them, maybe a couple, maybe more, and try to incorporate them in your article, but not in a spammy way, in the most organic, what we call the semantic way. If it needs to revert them, it will revert them. If it needs to reinterpret them, it will reinterpret them. And that way you get really high quality organic articles that are targeting your keywords, whatever you have targeted. But that's not the end of SEO optimization. Then you need to make sure that at every single point, your article is geared towards ranking. And that involves manual work. Now, if you go to Fiverr or Freelancer, you have those on page SEO experts who do the job for you, who will go to your article, tell you, hey, this is the keyword that this article should be targeting. This is what you should write in meta description. This is what should be the title, and make the slug this way. So all of that, things that they charge maybe $20, $30 for to look at your site, Blogi does on autopilot. So it'll take that article, focus on the niche and the keywords that you're trying to target, then publish your article with full optimization without you having to hire a writer or a SEO guy or whoever you need to get to rank. That's the idea.
That's great. Yeah, and then you could schedule your blogs to post whenever you choose, and when they're posted, they automatically include that metadata that Google looks for when ranking. Is that true, Cyril? How does that work?
All right, so blogging is all about consistency. And if you post to your blog with certain amount of consistency, you put your content out there, Google loves it because Google wants to feature your content. Google wants to feature content that comes up frequently. That's why you can just schedule the frequency that you want to update your blog for. For example, maybe you want to update it twice a week, or maybe twice a month, or twice a fortnight, or maybe 3 times a week, or maybe 3 times a day. It's about you and the topic that you're trying to target, the niche that you're trying to work on. Whatever schedule you select, Blogi is going to work on that schedule. It's going to pick up your content, it's going to write your article or check out your website if you have targeted a website, create the new content and put out your new content, publish it to your website on autopilot. You don't need to do anything, so you can schedule things as granularly as you want. Now, excuse if I didn't get that right. Tongue twisters are sometimes hard for me. So you can, for example, you can choose to have an article published Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. every week. You can even select any time of the day, or you could select an article to go live on the 1st and the 15th and the 21st of every month. So it gives you crazy amount of control over schedule. And I did demo that in the demo too.
You're getting me so excited about this. I promise I won't bug you too much more for explanations, but this one just blew me away. You see this? How you did that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle talking about science and ethics, and you got that to post automatically. So basically, it auto generates images to go along with your blogs. No need to do anything manually. Cyril, that seems so amazing to me. Can you explain the difference in the AI, in terms of, you know, writing versus the images and how it does this?
Absolutely. So Blogi is multi AI, and that's not just the text content, it's image content too. So we use a different AI to generate images. What it does is it looks at the article, then it decides what could be the best representative image for that article. It creates a prompt for that. Now it's all in the back end. You don't need to worry about these details, but I'm explaining just to tell you how it works. It creates a prompt for that particular best represented image, then it sends to the image AI, generates the image, pulls it to the blog article, and then it automatically publishes it to your blog. So everything is autopilot, everything is perfectly done, and it's relevant. We are not pulling out content from a ready-made like website like Pixar or a ready-made repository. Everything is custom created. That means you actually own the copyright to the image that you just created because it was created for a prompt by you.
Wow. So it's not just pulling from all those same images that everybody else is pulling from. This is actually creating the images for your blog. I think that just about seals the deal here. This is the best AI auto blogger I've ever seen. I am just blown away and so touched that Cyril is allowing me to, um, put this product out with him. I mean, this is our product together. Traditional blogging is difficult if you go the normal route, obviously, and it's expensive if you are paying others to blog for you. But now you can become a blogger the painless way and stay consistent, which Cyril mentioned, which is one of the biggest factors to a blog success or any success. It's one of my big sayings is you have to stay consistent. Now, I promised you we'd hear from Nikhil. Hopefully I can get this video working about his success with Blogi, because this is just one example of a huge success. Let's see if this video plays.
In just 20 days, we saw most articles getting ranked on Google. The Search Console data indicates a rise in impressions corresponding to the topical growth. You can also see all the Blogi generated articles currently ranked on Google, all accomplished during the ongoing Google core update.
Wow, that is great stuff. Okay, so again, here are the key features of Blogi. All right. And I'm sure you guys want to hear how to get this ultimate auto blog. But I want to tell you, we're not just going to be releasing today the main product. We're going to be including in an incredible deal all the upgrades as well. And then we're going to, just for a few of you, the ones that get in first, we're going to give you something, or we're going to offer you something even more. All right. So I know I'm teasing it and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but first of all, just a reminder what the features of Blogi are. It uses multiple AIs, because we're talking about a full package here. It's going to end up as 17 AIs to give you unique, high value content. It then writes articles for any topic and keyword. It automatically posts the articles to your blog with full SEO optimization. It then auto follows, if you want, other publishers, as we just expounded on, like we gave that TechCrunch example, to help you stay on top of the trending content. And Blogi automatically then creates illustrations and infographics to post with your blog articles, just like I showed you the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just moments ago. And we're offering multiple upgrades to take your quality AI content to the next level. We're talking about upgrade 1, the Pro. That gives you professional level features, provides you with blogging services for clients, and it helps you scale up your blogging. Specifically, we're talking about publishing 500 articles weekly with 50 active campaigns. You could follow 5 websites per campaign and get an additional 10. So it was 7 plus 10 AI models, 17 altogether. And that includes Claude 3, Opus. We're talking about Maestro. I never knew how to pronounce it. We're talking about Llama 2, the big ones, the ones that are competing and going beyond GPT. It also includes an AI article builder, commercial rights, and 2 years of free upgrades. 2 years of free upgrades. That's what the Pro includes, and that is included in our package. All right. Now, upgrade number 2, you can actually resell Blogi. You know how good it is. All right. We just went through it, how great it is, and you're excited about it. You could resell it for 100% profits. You could utilize what we've built with no work on your end, and you can make up to $8,890 based on what prices you charge. The account creation flexibility, you're in control of that. Blogi will be well maintained in years to come. We're talking about, of course, Cyril's products here. Cyril's company has been around for a dozen years and it has been rock solid. So Blogi will be well maintained in years to come. And the company, of course, is TEKNIKFORCE. And those products have been successfully resold, his other products, just like this one. So you actually get reseller rights as well. Now, upgrade 3 is really interesting because, you know, you need something in addition to Blogi, and that is when you get the traffic to your blog, you want to convert that traffic to sales, right? So we have 40 widgets, 40 amazing tools that will help you maximize your conversions right on your blog. And that is going to be included in this package. 40 widgets that include conversion proof, social proof, engagement boosters, lead boosters, and more. Now, Cyril, if you could come on for just one more second to just give us an example of how some of those conversion boosters work.
Absolutely, Todd. It's my pleasure. So here's the thing. You've got a blog, you've got people on that blog, people visiting, reading your articles, but how do you turn them into somebody you can actually connect with, you could actually sell to? And it's never a single time process. And I've been in business for a while. I remember doing my one of my first launches with Todd in 2013. And one of the lessons that I learned early on is you always need to create a contact point with your clients. So for me, it's my list. I have people coming to my list and I write to them very often. I tell them about what I'm doing, and then eventually I motivate them to buy my product, and it works wonderfully. So Converti is all about conversions. Now, conversion is something, an action that you want your audience, your visitor to take. It could be subscribing to your list. It could be adding, maybe following you on your social media. It could be a downright purchase, or maybe download your ebook. Whatever you want, Converti just makes it possible for you to get more of that. So what it does is it gives you 40 different conversion widgets like exit pop, visit like, conversion pop, social proof, engagement boosters, lead, something that can grab your emails. You can show all sorts of pop-ups. You can get people to chat with you. Like there are 40 of them, which is actually the biggest number in the market. And there are other people who are selling this same product with less number of widgets for about 70, $80 a month. Like use proof, they're charging about $70 a month. So Converti gives you 40, that and 40 and 39 more actually. So it just gives you much better results, because that's, I'll tell you what my mission is. When people come to my website, I want to make sure every single one of them converts. I don't want to leave any opportunity, because every customer for me, for example, is worth about $90 a year. Now what that customer could be worth for you, you have to assess that. But I would say use every opportunity to convert the person into a client, into a lead, into a prospect. And Converti gets you there faster. It just improves your conversions. In our experiments, that's typically 50%. That's like
Wow.
having 50% more people.
50%. Yeah. So instead of, yeah, it's like getting 50% more people because, right. I understand your point. You might as well get more traffic that way without even needing it. Yeah. That's so funny. Upgrade 4 is the AI Collective Pro Max. Now, I'm really excited about this. I really understand what Cyril is doing here. All right. So, we have 17 of these models that write for you. But what if you want to use AI in general? Why would you just talk to one AI when you could talk to all of them? But you can't, because you would have to pay each one of them their $25 a month or $20 a month fee. What if you could get access? And I still don't know how Cyril did this. What if you could get access to almost every single AI on the market? I'm not talking about it automatically writing the blog. I'm talking about in general, so that you can chat with these other AIs for anything you want to do, all for one simple low price that doesn't repeat. Just one low price, and yet you could have over 50 AIs within one chat window. So you don't have to call up the next site and call up the next site and call up the next site and have 50 windows open, talking to all the AI models using a tag feature. That's what Cyril has put together in AI Collective Pro Max. I mean, that's just so amazing to me that he's pulled this off. Now, normally I wouldn't even have Cyril come back and expound on this, because I just explained it just so simply, and I think I explained it well. But Cyril, I want to know how you pull this off. All right. If you could just tell everybody, I mean, because we're including this in what's going to be an unbelievably low cost package. All right.
Absolutely.
And to
And Todd,
me,
you
this is
did
worth
give
everything.
me.
Just this one thing. Tell me how you pull this off.
Yeah, it's not a secret, Todd. Actually, anyone could do it. And I'll tell you something about these AI companies. They're kind of shiving their audience. Now, for example, let's take ChatGPT. They're charging people $20 a month to access ChatGPT Pro. And Cloud and Anthropic, every one of them is doing the same thing, like $20, $25 for every single access. But then you go to them as a company, as a developer, as an entity that creates tools based on their products, and they give away the same product for pennies. Now imagine that. So I took advantage of that, and to help my audience, I just worked with all of those companies, collaborated with them as a developer because I have a well-established company. I can show them the credentials. They were happy to give me secret access or the highest level access to the APIs. And I was able to use their APIs, pool them together in one tool, and have people be able to talk to every one of these AIs. That means you can talk to GPT 4.5, you can talk to Cloud 3 Opus and Sonnet. They're charging a lot of money for that right now. And or any other AI. We've got Mixtral, we've got Llama, we've got Gemini, like practically everyone.
He's so excited that we lost his audio at the end there. That's great. All right, so I know you guys are eager to see, now that we've got it clear, everything put together, what you're getting. I know you're eager, and as you can see, we're really, moving along through this webinar. Are you as excited, folks, about this as I am, especially this idea of getting all the AIs in one place? I just want to kind of poll you to see if your head is blown like mine was. Terry says, this is fantastic. Absolutely, says Chloe. Yes, Marshall. Yes, Fred. Yes, Peter. Yes, totally, says Mike. You're killing me. How much? It's not much. All right, so I'm going to get to the other thing that I really am excited about. What if you can have Blogi and all those 4 amazing upgrades at that one extremely low price? Yes, we do have that bundle, and this is normally what the charge would be if you went through what's called the funnel, all right, to get all these things. We're talking about $820 per year in real value. Just so I make it clear, you're getting the Blogi Advanced, which would normally be $97 a year, the Pro, which is normally $127 a year, the Reseller, which is normally $347 a year, the Converti Tools, which is $127 a year, all those AIs, the 50 plus AIs, which would normally be $127 a year. So it's $820 yearly. That's what it would normally be. All right. So I just want to point that out. But there's just one more thing. If you do get the whole bundle, and you'll see this really low price in just a moment, if you do get it, for the first 25 people that grab it, all right, and I will try to update you as the sales are being made. For the first 25, we're also going to let you purchase at a ridiculously low price in addition, one other thing, and that's a done-for-you blog service where we do everything for you. Now, we can't include that in the bundle because we're actually taking our support staff and we're actually going to be doing some things for you. And the things that we're going to be doing are kind of amazing. This done-for-you service, we will do the hosting, the setup, the WordPress, because it's a WordPress blog, the installation of it, pardon me, the Blogi connectivity to it, the keywords, and the traffic. There are limited spots available for this. The done-for-you blog service is first come, first serve, meaning the first who purchase will get their blog set up first. And we were talking about limiting it to 25, but I'm just being tapped on the shoulder by one of my colleagues, and she's saying we better not do that. We better make it 50 people because so many people are going to be grabbing Blogi today. So I don't know how our staff could do that. Yeah, we can. Okay, so we can. Our staff is set up to do 50, but it's going to be first come, first serve. So in other words, the first people to purchase the Blogi bundle, and I'm getting to that price in just a second, all right, the first will get their blog set up first if you get the done for you package. All right, so the done for you package, again, it includes this: the domain name, the hosting for 1 year, the WordPress installation, the theme installation, the plugin installation, the Blogi integration, and the keywords and traffic setup. Everything done for you. Now, Cyril, can you just briefly explain the advantage of having it done for you versus not having it done for you? Because it's still, going to be pretty straightforward to set up. But why would folks want to have that extra done for you service?
Yeah, actually, the answer I got, when I was looking at the questions, many people came out there in the question set and asked me, "Hey, I don't have a WordPress blog, so where do I get started?" And we kind of anticipated that many people will not have a WordPress blog, so they don't need to be deprived of this benefits of being able to create a blog and get the audience. And setting up a WordPress blog has some cost. They need to buy the hosting, then they need to get the setup done. And if they're not technically qualified, or if they don't know how to do that, they might have to go to some expensive person. They might have delays and it might get tricky. So we just decided to make it an option for them. So if you don't have a WordPress blog, don't worry about it. You can get our DFY service. Like Todd said, it's limited spots because it's manual work. I can't help everyone, right? And it's first come, first served. So people who buy earlier get their blog delivered earlier, but we will create the blog for you. You tell us the niche, we'll set up Blogi for you, we'll connect it to your blog, and we will even help you select a theme and put that theme on your WordPress blog. So it's like getting a complete packaged blog ready for you, ready for publishing, without having to do it yourself or having to figure anything out.
Okay, so are you ready, everybody? You ready to see this? I know I've been rambling about how low the price is, considering all the things that are put together here. I'm kind of shocked myself. I asked the person that I was doing the actual setting up of this webinar slides with, are you sure that's the price? Are you ready? Yes, you're ready. Okay, here's the story. This is where to go. Remember, those that get in first can then also order that done for you option if you need it, and you will get that first done for you. It's by order of how you order it. So this is the link. It's only two. I'm not even going to do that thing. Oh, isn't this worth $9.97? Isn't this worth $14.97? No, it's just $237. Just one time. I know you think I'm crazy for it being that low. If you use a coupon, the coupon is Webby only, and the link is pretty easy. It's getblogi.in/grab it now. Getblogi.in/grab it now and use that coupon code Webby only, and tell us if you have any problems in the question answer box in terms of purchasing, and we will take a look at it. Remember, you get the Blogi Advanced, which is the main product. You get the Pro, and we'll go over what the Pro includes again in a second. You get the Reseller, which allows you to resell Blogi. You get the Converti, which gives you those 40 tools so that once you have your blog, you can sell stuff there more easily. And the AI Collective Pro Max, which I told you just blew my mind. Over 50 AIs all in one place under one dashboard. All of that is included for $237 just one time with the coupon Webby only. Okay, the link is at the bottom. If we could also post that link in the chat, I want to make sure it is there. It is there now. It is getblogi.in/grab it now. $60 off with the coupon brings it down to $237 from the $297. So that's, I was surprised, or $280, whatever. It's $60 off. Yes. My math, one of those math days. So I was thinking that it was supposed to be $257. That's why, and even that seemed low to me with the coupon, but it's not. It's $237. So what do you think about that in terms of the pricing? Just your opinions on that. Do you think that that's the value of the year, or what is your opinion on that? Justin's in, TK's in. By the way, I'm doing the contest in just a couple of minutes where I ask you a question from something we discussed earlier, and then we're going to take the right answers and pick randomly from those right answers. Incredible value, says N. Ryan Patterson. Awesome, I'm in, says Fred. Then Lucy said, no, wait a minute, I'm trying to order. Don't make me answer questions right now. Okay. Kevin says, my experience, IM vendors provide, Kevin, we're going to answer that separately. I'm having trouble reading it, but we're going to answer that separately with text. And there's another one. Barry has one that we should answer with text. Awesome, says Fred. I'm in. What? Okay, a lot. There's so many people in at the same time. All right, don't forget, the first in also get that done for you service. A lot of the questions coming in right now, I'm going to have our folks answer in the text itself. Blogi has already changed the game for many users, as you saw. Again, it's getblogi.in/grab it now. Use the coupon code Webby only. You saw the testimonials. You heard the results. And we're also giving you bonuses when you purchase today, by the way. I just want to go over those briefly. Short Tracks is a great redirect link thing. It's just fantastic. It's what we use. All right. Also, Blogi AI Writer using it with Short Tracks is just the synergy for success. Social Amplifier, that includes a BioLink creator. Okay. So BioLinks are great. I just made $940, no exaggeration, 2 days ago from a BioLink that I posted on social media. If you have a BioLink, it's very easy to get folks, sort of like having a web page, a little mini web page that allows you to send folks to different places in terms of social media. It's really helpful. And then Ultimate Blog Visuals as well, included as bonuses when you purchase today. The contest.
Hey, Todd.
Here's the story. If you purchase right now, what happens is you're eligible for the $50 that I'm going to give away. I'm going to give away $50 in just a moment by you answering a question. All right. Now, when you answer, I'm going to pick randomly from the correct answers. But before I do it, I want to give you a chance to get in there and purchase, because it's only those that purchase that qualify for this contest. So let me just throw up the key features chart right here once again, and then we'll get back to the contest in a minute.
Todd, can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to clarify something. I'm seeing a lot of people in the question answer box asking if the Done For You service is included in the bundle. It is not. So when you buy the bundle, then you have the opportunity to get the Done For You service as an add-on. And
Thank you,
that's when you
Audrey.
get
I did
access
try
to
to
the
make that
limited
clear, but
spots.
I know I got so excited I probably glossed over it. The Done For You service is available to 50 people, but as I said, we can't give that away because our staff is going to be literally performing that. But you'll run into that option on the inside. Okay, so when you go through this and you purchase, you'll run into the ability to pick that up. And you will see that if you're one of the first 50 to get in there. And then we're going to be filling those orders in the order that you purchased the entire thing. But that's a separate charge on top of it. Thank you, Audrey, for pointing that out.
Todd, also, Dennis wanted me to remind everyone that the $60 off is for today only. When we launch, that discount will go away.
This is a webinar only discount?
Yes.
You guys have been surprising me with the prices for like all day today. Great. Okay, so folks, if you're on this webinar, you're actually getting a discount that other people aren't getting. So that's another reason to purchase today as well. All right. I will go over the key features and the pro and all that again in a minute. Let's get to the contest because folks want $50. All right, here's your question. Here's the question. For a $50 reimbursement on your purchase, we'll grab your PayPal after you answer. How many years Cyril and I have worked together for over how many years? Both of us mentioned it separately. I see a mixture of correct answers and incorrect answers, and I really know why the incorrect answers are coming in. Okay, John Garza is our winner, randomly picked from the right answers. It was 10 years. Those that picked 25 years was incorrect. The 17 years was incorrect. The 217 is incorrect. The 12 years that some of you were guessing was how I mentioned Cyril's been in business for 12 years. But I've worked with him for over 10 years. I mentioned that. Cyril mentioned that. And John Garza, this is what I want you to do, John. And we may do another question in a few minutes for another $50 reimbursement, okay? I haven't thought of the question yet, but we may do another one. And folks, hang in there. But John, send us your PayPal email. And the way to do that is to go to the question answer box and go to your green screen guy. Sorry, in our chat box right now, we're putting in your green screen guy at gmail.com. Your green screen guy at gmail.com. That is our email address. Okay, my email address. Audrey did it at the same time. That's funny. And you should send your PayPal email to us and your receipt for purchasing the bundle. Okay, so we need your receipt, your PayPal email, and we'll send you the $50. And once again, congratulations, everybody. Let's congratulate John for picking that up. There's a lot of questions coming in, and we're trying to answer them as best we can right now in the answers, the actual typed written answers. Thank you for asking the questions. Oh, yes, I will do another one. Don't worry. I'll do another contest because you guys have been so engaged and you're so great today. We're really excited about this, and you've got me on one of those highs. So we'll give another $50 reimbursement in just a moment. I wanted to go over the features again of what you're getting. So the main product is Blogi, which uses multiple AIs to give you the perfectly unique and high-value content. That's 17 right now because you're getting this whole package together. Blogi writes the articles for, you know what? Let me just put in here. I'm just going to write in here. It's 7 AIs plus the 10 extra from the Pro. Just to be clear, you're getting 7 AIs normally, but we're going to be including the 10 extra. Blogi writes articles for any topic and keywords, but it also posts articles to your blog with a full SEO optimization routine. And you can auto follow other publishers in your niche to help stay on top of the trending content. I tell you, I did a trending thing in the last 2 weeks, and I made a lot of money from it because I knew of a trending topic. Blogi automatically creates illustrations and infographics to post with your blog articles, and Blogi is loved by search engines, as we know. But it also includes the Pro, and the Pro allows you to do 500 articles weekly, 50 active campaigns. You could follow 5 websites per campaign, over 10 more AI models. That brings you to the 17. The AI article builder, commercial rights. You could use this for clients, and the 2 years of free upgrades as opposed to 1 year. And then the reseller, which means you can resell Blogi, sell up to 70 Blogi advanced licenses. You could manage the licenses and access for your customers as well, then keep all the profits. And then the Converti Pro, which is the 40 different conversion boosters to add to your web pages. You could boost your conversions by up to 50% that way. That's what Cyril mentioned moments ago. It's 50% sales boost. Get more sales and signups on your web pages. You could connect with your users and provide social proof. Mobile and desktop friendly. Outside of this launch, Converti costs 3 times the price. And then the one that blew me away was get access to all the 50 plus AI models in general to create written AI content and or AI images. And you could do this all in one place. So it means you can get rid of your ChatGPT, $20 a month, and you could get this and 49 additional models in addition to ChatGPT. It's a huge ready-made prompt library, built-in AI employees and experts. Upload your own documents and custom data. Use the AIs with each other for truly unique content and save up to 80% of what it would cost to pay for all of these models separately. Obviously, it'd be even more than that if you added it up at $20 a month for each one of those. It's actually much more than 80%. I don't know why we wrote 80%. And the whole bundle that we're talking about today, all of these things together, only $237 with the coupon Webby Only. So we're doing the Webby Only coupon name because on the Webby it is $60 off, and it's not $60 off without being on the Webby. It's going to be more. All right. So this is the only time to get that price. let's have some questions and answers right now while I get the next question ready for you guys. So I know you've been asking a lot, so continue to ask them. We'll try to get to them right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out another question for you, and I'm going to give you another $50 reimbursement in just a moment. Okay, we have some general questions I'm trying to get to, but I see so many questions like the person, like Laura's question. If you guys can get in there and help her.
Well, I see Jen's question here about the credits. The credit with the bundle, Jen's, you're going to receive 30,000 credits to begin with, and then you may purchase additional credits, but they're extremely inexpensive. 1,200 for $1.
1,200 credits for $1. All right.
Did you say Laura? Laura Davis, is that the one you were talking about, Todd?
Yeah, you know, my GoToWebinar thing is doing that thing where it scrolls up and
Yeah.
down.
It is Cyril answered her already. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, you guys are staying on top of this.
Lots of really good questions. Thank you, everyone.
How much is that done for you service, Mike said?
147, and then $47 a year. So it's 147 right now, and then next year you'll receive a charge for $47 for the hosting
Because
and the
it's
ongoing.
hosted and everything, yeah.
Right.
Okay. I want to make sure that we haven't oversold those. Yeah, we're still okay. Okay, you're still okay, folks, to get in on that.
TK, if you need to buy extra credits for Done For You, it works the same way as on the credit end of it as it does for the other. The Done For You is setting it all up for you. So depending on how many articles are written, once you have it set up, then you'll use your credits accordingly.
Okay, I'm going to do the next $50 reimbursement, Luann. And I want to thank everyone, of course, for staying until the end of the webinar. Everybody stayed. Everyone will be receiving a special bonus in their email just for attending today, even if you haven't purchased this amazing deal. All right, so look for it from GoToWebinars, where it's coming from in the next 24 to 48 hours. So just a reminder about that. Now, let me get back to the contest because I did think of another question. Actually, I thought of two other questions. Should I do two more $50 reimbursements?
Yes, I think you should.
All right. All right. Two more. Image related. Think about it for a second. I'm going to give everybody take a deep breath. All right. Now that you've purchased, you qualify for the $50 reimbursement. Deep breath. First question is, moments ago, I excitedly showed you an AI image that I was able to use and make money from this week. It was an image of what? It was me personally that used the AI image. It was an image of what? And I said it was even better than what was out there this week. Okay, Michelle Hembry. I picked randomly from the correct answers. The correct answer was solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is the correct answer. Michelle, do me a favor. Send your receipt for having purchased and also send us your PayPal email, and we will send you that $50 via PayPal, and that would be to yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. And Audrey and Luann and everybody on board, did we put down the name of the last person, and are we putting down the name of this person?
Yes, we've got that covered.
Okay, we're all covered, so we want to make sure that she gets her $50 reimbursement. I have one more question that I'm going to ask in just a moment that's image related. All right. And I'm going to do that in just a moment for another $50 reimbursement. I want to give folks a chance to get in there first. And I did have another question for Cyril that I wanted to go through first. And because I needed clarification on something. Cyril, when you get a chance, could you do me a favor on Blogi Pro, which is included in this bundle deal? Could you explain more to me some of the things that are being outlined here? Like, for instance, the 500 articles weekly, the 50 active campaigns, the 5 websites per campaign. I really want to know more about how that compares to what they would have gotten had they just got the regular Blogi and what it actually all means. And then I have another question about the commercial rights after that.
Absolutely, Todd. So the entry version is suitable for people who are running a personal blog, maybe a blog or 2 blogs. It's not meant for professionals, for people who want to maybe start out a blog network or a PBN or maybe even serve clients. It's not meant for that use. Now, if you want that kind of heavy usage, we do have the Pro upgrade over here that can let you create 500 articles every week. So you can write using the AI up to 500 articles. And by the way, I just want to point this out. This is stackable. So guys, if you want more than 500, just buy 2 of the pros. It's perfectly fine. We can handle that. Then the next thing, each campaign represents a blog. So typically you will create a campaign for blogs, for each blog. So you can connect it to up to 50 blogs. Now, if you wanted, you could create 2 campaigns for a blog, but I wouldn't see many people do that. But you can have up to 50 blogs running with Blogi Pro. And following websites means checking websites for to get the original article, to get the new articles from, so that you can rewrite it. So you can follow up to 5 websites per blog, and that's in Pro only. And by the way, the next thing is amazing. You get 10 AI models. And I don't know if it's appropriate, but somebody asked me if it also has uncensored content. Well, these 10 API models, one of them is Mistral. Mistral has no guideline, so it can write any sort of content. So basically, this gives you access to a lot more AIs. And guys, I want to tell you this: why Pro makes sense. Because I'm going to add new AIs only to Pro. So the front end will have 7 AIs. It will keep having 7 AIs. I might toggle them a little bit, but all the new AIs that I bring in, I'm going to bring it only for the Pro buyers. Next, you got the AI article builder. I showed it to you in the demo. You can use the article builder manually. So that's a part of it. Commercial rights, if you're going to serve other customers, you're going to work with clients, your local businesses, whoever you want, maybe on Fiverr, Freelancer, whatever you think of, that needs a commercial license, and you get that here. Plus, you get 2 years of free upgrades. Now, I do maintain my apps. There was a couple of people, Rob was telling me, hey, I've been using your apps for years and you do maintain them. I really appreciate. Ganti was here earlier, Ganti Murthy, one of my old customers. He's still here, by the way. So these guys know that I actually maintain and upgrade my products all the time, and I invest a significant amount of money, time, effort. I just don't make abandonware, but I can only afford to give my best updates to the people who have shown the investment in me too, because somebody has to pay the bills. But for Blogi Pro, you can get 2 years of free upgrades with one-time payments. If you don't get that, then after 1 year, your Blogi will be static. I would not bring you all the new features. It will continue working indefinitely, but I will not add on new features. So I would recommend this heavily.
Wow, that's a great explanation. That was even better than I thought. Thank you so much for going over each one of those things. All right, we're up to the next question for the next $50 reimbursement. Let me get back to the contest slide. And the question is a little harder than you think. You think that I'm going to ask you and the answer is going to be Ninja Turtles. But the correct answer is, what were in the AI image? What were the Ninja Turtles discussing? What were they discussing? For $50 reimbursement on your purchase, tell me what they were discussing. 2 things. All right, 2 things. You have to get both of them. This is not as easy as the other ones. The other question. What were they discussing? Two things. We're tripping you up on this one. We don't have as many right answers. I see a bunch of right answers though. So I'm going to be able to, I have to scroll through those and pick that randomly. Okay, Steve Larson. Steve Larson is correct. Those of you that said science and ethics, that is the correct answer. Science and ethics. Cyril, I don't know how you came up with that. But Steve, I need you to write to your green screen guy at gmail.com with your PayPal email and your receipt for the bundle. Okay. Let me make sure that we have enough for the done for you. We're still at under 50. It's getting close though. All right. So Steve, thank you very much. Steve Larson is the winner. $50 reimbursement on the bundle, and science and ethics was the right answer. Send your PayPal email to your green screen guy at gmail.com along with your receipt. That was really, really a good one. I was so proud of so many of you. A lot of you got like one of them, the other, but we got some funny ones. Like Lloyd said, quantum physics, which might be correct, but that's not the one we were looking for because we had said specifically two things. And there was another funny answer. I got to find it. Oh, yeah, Steve, you're right. Pizza was probably on their minds because you know about them liking pizza. I'm 76 years old, and Ganti says, I only intend to work till I'm 90. Well, that makes sense. My dad is 95, Ganti, and he's about to turn 95 next month, and he works full time. So I think you should think about 95. I want to be sure that I will have access to all these AIs. Yeah, okay. If someone can address Bob's question in there, just reassure him that he will get all these AIs and how he could be sure about it. And Luann is telling Ganti her age. Shh, shh. Dr. Charles, how to mutate. Yeah, great. Okay, so you wanted me to look over again. We discussed what the pro features are. The reseller features are that you could sell the Blogi licenses yourself. Now, Cyril, I want to bring you back for just a moment, if you don't mind. The idea of reselling Blogi is really very tantalizing, and it sounds great, but I want to make sure that it's practical. Like, what prices? Like we had said that if you resell it, you can make X number of dollars, and I didn't know how you came up with that number. It was 8,690 or something. I want to know what your thoughts are on reselling it, what the price has to be, when you will first be able to resell it, and that sort of thing.
Absolutely, Todd. So first thing, the reseller version is something that I actually don't like to do. I never want other people to make money off my products. I really work hard on those. So typically I like to take as much as I can. Of course, my partners are welcome. And only during the launch, I am actually offering kind of this partnering opportunity to all the people who buy this product. And what reseller does for you is it lets you sell Blogi licenses. So I will give you 70 Blogi licenses that you can sell yourself. Or if you want, you can give it away. If you are in a charitable mood, you can give it away to your friends. But you can charge other people money, and you can charge the money to your account. So you can sell by PayPal, you can get the money in Bitcoin or whatever have you, and make money off Blogi. And this is, I think, the best opportunity, in the entire market, because this firstly is gonna go right away after the launch is over. We have an initial launch window, the launch period, and as soon as it's over, I'm gonna take away reseller purchase opportunity. So this is the only time to get it, and with this coupon, it's the cheapest that you can get with the bundle. Now the next thing, every license is worth a lot of money. After this launch, I'm gonna sell Blogi for an entry ticket of minimum $47 for advance. Typically, I price my products about $67 per year. It's not one time. And then the pro version is another $127, $197. So all of that money is going to come to me from my customers, but you have the opportunity to sell to those people your way and get paid yourself. You can, I've seen my customers who've got reseller in the past actually outsell me. They have run ads, they have posted on Facebook groups, they have sent out emails, they have posted on blogs and on YouTube videos and generated those sales. And I saw people who've been making sales through the years. For example, I put out a reseller opportunity on TubeRank Jeet some years ago, and I still have people who are making money off it after 3 or 4 years. They're getting paid like $6, $7 per sale, $47 per sale, $97 per sale. They're advertising it and they're writing a review article and making that money. And you can do that with 70 licenses. You can make up to $8,980 because I'm not going to let you sell it below a certain price or above a certain price. So there is a band, but you can actually make that money back. And again, I want to remind you, unlike a lot of other vendors, and I'm not going to take any names, I actually maintain my products. So blog is going to be around today. It's going to be around next month. It's going to be around a couple of years later. So whatever investment you put in, you're just going to make it back over and over every single month.
Wow, great. So that's the reseller. And then, of course, we already discussed Converti and the 40 different tools. And we were really blown away, of course, by the 50 top AI models. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to log off and I'm going to have Cyril log off. I'm going to talk to Cyril in the Skype chat in just a minute. And I want you, if you would kindly just stay on just a little bit longer, not too much longer, and then we'll break it down to just questions in the question answer box for folks to answer. We're not going to hang up on you guys or anything like that and just end the webinar because we know that you're still on here with questions. But I do want to get a chance to, Cyril's on a different time zone. We want to make sure he goes to bed and gets ready for tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to log off, but Luann's going to stay and answer a few more questions, and then we're going to keep that question answer box open. You guys were great. You realized immediately how important this product is and how revolutionary it is to take all these AIs and stick it into the blogging, and of course, the ability with this bundle for you to have all the AIs in general, the 50 AIs as well. Thank you, everyone. You were so kind to me during this webinar, and I really, really appreciate it. Have a great one, and congratulations on your purchase. There's still a couple of those done for yous left, so you could still get those if you want to purchase that as the addition as well. And thank you, the whole team. Cyril, your team is great, and our team, the two teams meshed so well, and we're doing, working symbiotically, and I really appreciate that as well. Good night, everyone.
It was a fantastic experience.
There's
Yes.
Cyril. Okay, Cyril, I'm going to talk
Thank
to you
you
in
so
the chat in
much.
just a moment. And good night, everybody. And Luann, carry on.
Okay.